The stage was set. The lights were bright. And nobody in that BGT auditorium had any idea that a young woman named Britton Scott was about to change everything. She walked out quietly. No flashy entrance. No dramatic music. Just Britton Scott, a microphone, and something burning deep inside her chest that the whole world was about to feel. Simon Cowell leaned back in his chair, arms crossed, expression unreadable, the way he always looks before he's about to be completely undone. He'd seen thousands of auditions. He thought he'd seen everything. He hadn't seen Britton Scott yet. When Britton opened her mouth, the first note hit the room like a wave. People in the audience turned to each other. Eyes went wide. Something was happening. Something real. The kind of real that you can't manufacture, can't rehearse, can't fake, it either lives inside you or it doesn't. And in Britton Scott, it lived so deep it shook the walls. Simon's arms slowly uncrossed. His head tilted. That unreadable expression began to crack, just slightly, just at the edges, but anyone who has watched Simon Cowell for 20 years knew exactly what that meant. He was being moved. Actually moved. Britton Scott wasn't just singing. She was telling a story. Every single note carried weight. Every breath was intentional. The emotion she poured into that performance wasn't performance at all, it was truth. Raw, unpolished, devastating truth. The audience rose. First one person, then 5, then the entire auditorium on their feet, a wave of disbelief and joy rolling through the crowd. But Britton Scott didn't stop. She didn't look at them. She closed her eyes and she went somewhere else entirely, somewhere deeper, and she brought every single person in that building with her. When the last note finally faded, there was silence. True silence. The kind that only happens when an audience is so overwhelmed they forget to breathe. Then the eruption. Simon Cowell sat forward. He pressed his hand to his mouth, that gesture, the one fans know, the one that means he has no words. Because he didn't. For several long seconds, the man who has dismissed thousands, who has reduced dreams to rubble with a single sentence, who built his entire reputation on being impossible to impress, that man had nothing to say. Finally, Simon looked at Britton Scott and spoke. He told her she was extraordinary. He told her she had something that couldn't be taught, couldn't be bought, couldn't be manufactured in any recording studio on earth. He told her that in all his years doing this, moments like the one she just created were the reason he kept coming back. The golden buzzer conversation started immediately. Every judge leaning in. Every voice in the room saying the same thing without saying it out loud, this girl is different. But what made Britton Scott's audition truly unforgettable wasn't just the voice. It was the courage. To stand in front of the harshest panel in television. To open yourself completely. To give everything you have to a room full of strangers and trust that it will be enough. It was enough. It was more than enough. Britton Scott walked onto that BGT stage as someone the world didn't know. She walked off it as someone the world will never forget. And Simon Cowell, the man who has seen everything, sat in that chair with tears in his eyes, proof that some voices don't just entertain. Some voices break you open. Britton Scott's voice is one of them.